Hey y'all, it's me, Yee. I am back in the car and I wanted to do, I don't know necessarily call it a story time, but more Florida videos. I was doing a drive with me and I was talking about me moving to Florida and how it was such a big change as far as me having to get used to it, like I'm still getting used to it. The South is extremely different from the North, different values, different people, the racism is different everywhere, hard everywhere, but it still baffles me when I see the Confederate flags. It gets under my skin. But like I said, that's everywhere. I think I told you guys I moved here in 2017. My mom moved back to Florida quite some time ago. She's originally from Florida. So, came down here for family, to be close with my mom, my sister, and my nephew. My brother was here at one point, but he went back home. I like Florida. I like Florida a lot. I am in North Florida. I think I told you guys I am in Jacksonville. Jacksonville is huge. I have not even begun to explore the whole Jacksonville. It's like still a whole bunch of places that I've not been to that I am still learning about around here. It's a lot of fun things to do here. The food is good. I mean, I love a lot of Mexican food. I love soul food, but I'm also finicky. But I make it work, Like we have good barbecue here in Jacksonville. Like smokehouse style barbecue. I like that a lot. I know I keep pausing, but I'm trying to check for traffic. Ooh, God, bumpy. Anywho, with me randomly talking about moving to Florida. So it was hard coming down here, me transitioning from my job, actually coming here to find another job. If you are, this is common sense, but I did everything kind of rush, very impulsively, like just do it. All right, it's gonna get out there in front of me then. Alrighty then. I did it impulsively. So, when I was ready, like my lease was about to be up, so I had to go. Like I think I set for like maybe 2 months. And I'm like, okay. No, I want to say it was 3 months because I had the option to re-sign my lease or not sign my lease. And I chose to go. So my mom and my sister helped me find somewhere here because I was trying to find apartment complex or a house that I could afford because it's expensive here. It's expensive everywhere. But where I was coming from and coming down here, the rent went from what I was paying up north and maybe a quarter extra, like 25, probably went up like 25% more. I think I had just under $3,000 saved up when I decided to say, okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that at all. At least, the way times is going and we're really like in a recession, everything is so freaking expensive. I would say have no less than $10,000. Like, I had my first month's rent, I had my security deposit. One of the things that I did not factor in is coming down here. I had nothing was established as far as, you know, getting the things in my name, as far as me getting my apartment and all that and stuff. That was cool, but I had to pay a security deposit for electric to get the electric on in my name, and that was kind of different for me, because where I'm from back home, you know, I didn't have to pay a security to get the gas and electric. We just have electric here, we don't have gas. Yeah, so that pulled, you know, that was grocery money, you know, that pulled extra from like I said, it was just under 3,000. I don't know if it was 2,800, anywhere from 2,500 to 2,800. But it covered everything, and I had just a little to spare as far as for, you know, groceries and gas. Now, with that being said, me only having so much to to move down here, not being properly prepared, not finding a job prior to coming down here was a big mistake. So I wound up, you know, trying to get what I could get, you know, and I wound up having to work multiple jobs because I had to work multiple jobs because, like, the pay was trash. Like, I was darn near making double up north than what I was making here, you know, so I had to compensate that with 2 jobs. Well, it was 2 part-time jobs, but, you know, to pay bills, I had to do it. What else? And I'm sorry, I keep saying it's a habit. Excuse me. It's a nervous habit too, you know. Plus, I'm still new to this. But I said I only moved down here with not enough money. I did not have a job previously picked out for myself. I didn't have a job previously picked out. That was a big no-no. And then I didn't factor in funds, or, you know, just in case funds. I did not do that. Like I said, the $300 security deposit for the electric was something new for me, you know. Like, I guess it is what it is. I paid it. Yeah, the car insurance, oh my gosh, my car insurance doubled when I moved here. Full coverage, I had full coverage up north. I swapped to full coverage here as well, but like I said, it doubled. I was paying like $100 and something for 2 cars. One was full coverage, one was liability. It doubled down here in Florida. So that was something I did not factor in. Also, see, car insurance job, like I said, I was not prepared. I did not rent a large U-Haul, so it was cheaper for me to pull it, because I was going to attempt. Ooh, you chanced that, didn't you, buddy? Is you stopping? Okay, I'll go. Brain port, you just said it'll come back to me. I didn't factor in the extra cost for everything that, you know, I was not expecting to happen. I'm trying to figure out where I left off. I'm sorry, traffic kind of threw me for a little loop. Next time, maybe I'll write this stuff down. Oh no, I was telling you guys that I I wound up renting a trailer from U-Haul, and that was the cheapest way for me to transport my stuff. So I just attached it to the back of my SUV, and I hauled my stuff. The trailer that I rented was not big enough, so I had to take multiple trips back up north to get our stuff. We were coming from a 3-bedroom apartment to another 3-bedroom apartment, and I gave so much stuff away. I threw a lot of stuff away, and we still had a bunch of crap. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go to Hoarders Anonymous or something, because why do we have so much stuff? Don't get me wrong, I love clothes, I love fashion, I love shoes. I have a lot of shoes, and I guess my family's the same, because I threw most of my big furniture away. I came down here and we had our beds, our sofa, our TVs, our deep freezer, but literally I gave most of our stuff away. And it was to the point where when the first trip down here, I could not sleep, you guys. I was nervous. This was my first long drive, right? So 13 hours from where we came from to where we were going. It was like 13 hours, maybe a little over 13 hours. It was horrible. So that was my first time driving 13 hours straight, by myself. We took the trip all the time. I had like 3 or 4 vacations a year. So, 2 of those vacations I would always come to Florida, and then the other 2 I would go to Cleveland to visit my big sister. So we've been coming back and forth for years, visiting family and everything. But hopefully you're not coming this way. Is he? No, he's not. Hold on. See if the school is not. The lights are not going. Okay, so I was long ass drive. I had no sleep. Oh my gosh. And I wanted to go to sleep. I just could not sleep. Like, I was anxious, I was nervous, I was overwhelmed. I was taking a big step that I couldn't believe that, I was actually doing. And I probably slept, it was under 2 hours, to be honest, maybe an hour and a half, if that. I feel like it was 45 minutes. And I was just up. So by the time we got on the road, me and my kiddos, I was so tired. Me and my daughter rode in the same vehicle, and my son and his father rode in the same vehicle. And I think we drove maybe like, I want to say 4 hours, and then we had to stop and get gas. By this time, I'm a zombie. I'm popping Monsters like Tic Tacs. I was drinking those Monsters like crazy, because I'm so tired. I'm groggy. And I kid you not, like when we got to Georgia, we had hit a tropical storm. This is my first time experiencing a tropical storm. I thought it was like maybe a freaking hurricane. It was really bad. Dang, I missed the arrow. It was really bad. Cars shaking. Like, I had to pull over multiple times. Everybody was driving with their hazards. Like, I had never, now I've driven in snowstorms, like, I'm doing good because I haven't cussed. But these people be pissing me off. They drive so stupid. Gosh, I keep throwing myself off. We were driving through a tropical storm and raining so bad, the like hydroplaning, I kept hydroplaning and I was going slow. Like we were at a crawl, but it was so much water that I want to say we were just freaking floating on the daggone water. That's how bad it was. So that was scary. Part of the time I was so tired, I was just that's a bad accident. Jeez. Part of the time, you know, I'm just crying because I'm tired. Like, oh, I'm so tired. And this was nobody but God. I fell asleep. I fell asleep while driving. I don't know how long I was asleep. I don't know how I freaking got to where I got and how I got there, but there was nobody but God. Don't ever. If you're tired, and we pulled over a couple times, like I'm like, I need to sleep. I just need maybe an hour. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I couldn't fall asleep at the little truck stops or gas station. I could not do it. No, you gotta wait, bud. The heck, you had all that time to get over. I couldn't do it. But driving through this, like, I was still in Georgia. I don't remember what part. I think this was out of Atlanta. This might have been Valdosta. Yeah, I fell asleep. And I honestly feel like it had to be over 10 minutes. Like, I don't know. My daughter was asleep too, and I woke up and I screamed because I'm like, I fell asleep. So she's screaming too, and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I gotta pull over. I fell asleep. And I'm trying to look at GPS, like, where did I come from? Like, remembering the last part and trying to go back and figure out, like, whoa, you know. And I say the Most High was with us because I didn't hit anything. I don't know how I managed to stay in the line. I was on the freaking highway, just driving. But we made it. It was quite a time. I am going to do, I guess, additional story times because it was a lot. It was a lot of getting used to just transitioning, however you say that. It did not sound right. You know, I'm gonna end it here. I'm almost home and these people are driving stupid. I'm paying attention to the road. I know that's why I'm not really looking at you guys, but right now traffic is like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So I'll be back. Bye.